A garden transforms a home, not just in beauty, but in the feeling it evokes the moment you step through your front gate. Today, we're diving into a project that's all about creating balance, elegance, and that first wow moment in your entryway flower bed. The journey begins with the careful placement of hydrangeas and boxwoods, plants that promise both structure and seasonal charm. Every choice is intentional, every detail considered, because this isn't just planting, it's storytelling through foliage. The entryway bed is more than a patch of soil, it's the introduction to the home's personality. The freshly planted arborvitaes already frame the space with a gentle, evergreen presence, creating a soft yet structured backdrop. And now, it's time to envision how the hydrangeas will bloom into life, their colors evolving through the season, contrasted perfectly by the crisp, sculpted boxwoods. The placement of these elements isn't random, it's about proportion, symmetry, and inviting guests with a natural flow that guides the eye from the driveway to the front door. Every step in the planting process carries its own story. First, the boxwoods are temporarily placed, testing perspectives on either side of the pillars. It's a moment of pause, assessing balance and scale, imagining how the shapes will frame the pathway that leads to the charming little mail house at the edge of the property. Decisions about spacing aren't just practical, they define the rhythm of the garden, determining whether it feels narrow and constrained or open and welcoming. Careful consideration goes into the width of the walkway. Wider paths feel inviting, a subtle signal that this is a space meant for lingering, for exploring. Even a practical concern, like whether a dolly or package might need to pass, is woven into the design, ensuring functionality does not compromise beauty. Meanwhile, the mail house, with its half-finished roof and meticulously chosen door and window details, hints at the season's ongoing transformation. Every pane of glass, every wooden frame, is selected to harmonize with the garden's evolving aesthetic. The process is meticulous, but the anticipation of the finished scene keeps the energy alive. Hydrangeas are chosen not only for their color and size, but for their adaptability and low maintenance. Firelight Hydrangeas, in particular, promise dramatic visual impact, growing 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, thriving in a range of climates, and blooming on new wood. Their flowers start as bright white, then gradually fade to soft pinks, intensifying into vivid hues as fall approaches. Paired with the compact, near-perfect proven winners boxwoods, the garden gains contrast and structure that feels intentional and timeless. The boxwoods themselves almost seem sculpted by hand, so immaculate that they verge on appearing unreal, yet they are alive, growing alongside the hydrangeas in a carefully choreographed dance. Measurements are precise yet flexible. Stakes mark the spots for future trees, ensuring architectural balance once the final pieces are in place. Grasses, currently placeholders, are temporarily relocated to the high tunnel, freeing the entry bed for more permanent planting while reducing the need for constant watering. Each decision layers intention over instinct, a quiet negotiation between practicality and aesthetics. There's a rhythm to the work, digging holes, setting plants, stepping back to admire the evolving layout. Even the challenges, like hard soil requiring a tractor to assist with digging, become part of the narrative, a testament to persistence and care. Phase 2 brings the boxwoods into the ground. Their spacing is crucial, not just for beauty but for the garden's long-term harmony. Each plant is positioned to complement its neighbors, creating a continuous line that frames the entryway and flanks the future pathway. These decisions reflect both the artistry and science of landscaping, how far apart each plant should stand, the angles that will ensure each branch thrives, and how the hedge will eventually mature without overwhelming the space. The pathway itself becomes a focal point, an extension of the design that transforms mere functionality into visual delight. Whether lined with boxwoods or accented with lavender, the walkway adds color, fragrance, and texture, guiding visitors naturally through the garden. Drip irrigation rings the hydrangeas and arborvitaes, ensuring hydration without overwatering, demonstrating an approach that combines beauty with long-term care. The integration of these systems shows that a garden is more than its visible elements, it's an ecosystem that requires planning and attention. A pause to admire the work reveals the emotional payoff. The boxwoods frame the space perfectly, the hydrangeas add depth and movement, and the pathway hints at journeys yet to be taken through this living landscape. The garden now feels complete, yet flexible, with opportunities to introduce bulbs in the fall, seasonal flowers, or even subtle ornamentation. The satisfaction of small, fussy tasks, deadheading a few blooms, adjusting soil, confirming spacing, brings a sense of accomplishment. These finishing touches are not laborious but deeply rewarding, reinforcing the emotional connection between gardener and garden. And as the day winds down, the space stands ready, a harmonious blend of structure, color, and intention, inviting every visitor to pause, breathe, and take in the beauty. This is not just a garden. It's a statement of care, design, and love for nature. It's a space that welcomes, captivates, and evolves with the seasons. Every hydrangea bloom, every perfectly shaped boxwood, every pathway curve contributes to a story that's as emotional as it is visual. And the anticipation of what comes next, the finishing touches, the seasonal blooms, the evolving colors, ensures that the garden remains not just a space, but a living, breathing experience.